is able to kind of vent some of those Resent players off of the hill. 3 seconds left. Resent looking pretty good. Or excuse me, EZG looking pretty good as they've taken back over the lead, and they're just trying to make sure they get those spawns and set up perfectly. But he is going to call into that Hailstorm, and just in the nick of time, it's going to be Simp who takes him out. Speaking of a player like Simp, I know in some of the matches that we've casted over, trying to watch some of these players, especially for Resent, Simp was always that main AR player. You were telling me, I think, in the game that we were getting ready to cast, you were telling me a little bit about Simp, and you were saying, how good he is and how talented he is with the ARs. It doesn't really matter. Kind of similar to a player like Octane, you can basically run anything, when it comes to any map. Just a very versatile player, and he's going to be a top fragger most of the time for this Resent squad.
Oh, he absolutely has done such a fantastic job in that role, and he's continuing to slay. What a play. Another one goes down, and he is victimizing every player that comes through those crosshairs. What a job to get himself into position, and he is not done yet here, Landon. This is exactly why Resent is the top team in the league right now.
Without a doubt, he's absolutely destroying. Of course, he ends up dropping as soon as we start talking about him just a little bit more, but just a fantastic job. That's the thing to kind of get your team going, especially if you're down in the hill, or if you're even kind of making a little bit of a lead. Having plays like that, hearing your teammates kind of in the call, I guess you could say, when it comes to online play. Having just a lot of that motivation, having a lot of hype when it comes into games is very important, especially when it comes to these marquee matchups. Two talented squads. None of these teams are just going to kind of lay over and die, just so to say. These guys are looking, out for blood, and they obviously want to prove that they are the best team currently in the league. It will be Resent just trying to hold on. Frax, the last guy in the hill. It's EZG pushing in.
Oh, very good job there by Fraxel to stay alive, but he gets shut down. Chasmo able to take him down, but Infamous able to trade out Arcades, and that's going to be some favorable positioning here for Team EZG, but they're not able to really capitalize because the players for Resent go in and are back to slaying. Some team kills coming in from Fraxel, but not before he's able to pick up 2. Simp there to support, and he's going to push out with his RK5, and just like that, he's going to be able to get quite a bit of kills for his squad, and this is looking like Resent is putting on the pressure for EZG to just be perfect on the rotations from here on out.
Yeah, this is looking really good for Resent, excuse me, because, obviously, look at what they're doing right now. They have them spawning out, so when it comes to this next hill, they're already thinking that in mind. They already have that at the back of their head saying, you know what, we're set up pretty well, we're constantly going to be in the hard point, and EZG, while they're grabbing seconds right now, they really need to focus on those back hills and be ready for that next rotation. You will see the HDXD car come out from Chasmo, but it's not going to do too much damage as he ends up taking one player. But regardless of that, it's not going to do too much damage. But either way, EZG actually doing a pretty good job. So when I said they needed the spawns, they were kind of able to control that. And also did a good job in the slang. Stumpy finds 2. Can't find the 3rd. And now Chasmo is left to grab what would seem to be these last couple seconds of scrap time. But this hill has taken a very long time. A lot of chunks of points being brought out. And Resent not really having a whole lot of answers. They're going to need to be on those rotations. EZG looking to be in a great spot. It's Chasmo. Finds one inside upstairs.
Main reason why that spawn worked out so well for EZG was because Brawlic was trying to flank and pick up the spawns, got shut down, and now you're starting to see that they are trying to come back and break this hard point inside Kitchen. Brawlic able to do that for a time being, but he's got a sea of EZG players to contest. He's one shot, he gets shut down, and EZG with a great break, but not before that Joel play coming in with the Purifier is really going to shut things down. Resent is not quitting at all.
I don't know if you could have said how many specialists were just used in that last 5 seconds, but the score streaks are coming in as well. Some HCXD cars on the map. But right now it is obviously Resent Gaming who are currently in kind of control, just I guess you could say. But EZG trying to hold this one down. Mooney Bro ends up dropping as well. So 20 seconds left. You can see a couple of those players from EZG trying to be early on that rotation. Stumpy going to fight for early control. Can he find the kill? He does. So that's going to be a good play as Resent now spawning out. EZG set up very, very well, especially for the scrap time and also for the last couple of seconds as they're kind of in the driver's seat at this point. But we'll see how it works out. Resent trying to be on that rotation. They have some subs out as well, and looks like Simp actually has that scythe. So if they can maybe grab some control, he could do a lot of damage with that.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to be alive here because he's been anchoring spawns very effectively up to this point. But the counter scythe coming in from Arcades is going to shut things down on that side of the map. And just like that, EZG is doing what they have to do to come back. Heatwave not really connecting there. Muni was totally stunned by it, but he was able to get the kill regardless. Chasmo now doing the work inside the hard point, gets shut down as well. This is just such back and forth action for map 1. This is sure to be a close series.
Slowly but surely, Maze, EZG are starting to bring this one back. They're kind of hinting at it ever so often, and Resent's like, no, it's not going to happen. And then EZG's like, you know what, we're going to grab some control. They shut down the scythe especially, which was big for them. And it seems like these last two hills have been absolutely perfect. I mean, absolutely stellar. They've grabbing the kills, especially Kazno has done a great job in that overall slaying category. And it looks like Simp has not really been able to kind of bring it back too much. But obviously the last 7 seconds going to come in. It looks like it will be Resent who take the lead, but to no avail. That was just a fantastic play from EZG as they are on that next rotation trying to get back there, but they're going to have to run into Resent Gaming. And Joel is holding this one down. The main objective player for this team has over a minute in the hill. Can he do some work with the kills? That's not really going to happen for him too much. Now EZG trying to rush in, but it is Resent holding these early seconds and doing a great job at it.
Man, Fraxel is just one of those players that when he breaks a hard point, he stays alive, and that's really what you need from a player that is supporting that objective player as well, and that is just a good performance so far. But EZG has been nipping at the heels throughout this entire hard point, and they are just within a few points to being able to tie this one up again. But Fraxel with an HCXD to lead does get shut down immediately, and that's where EZG can capitalize on the last 20 seconds on this hard point. But at the same time, they have to really make sure that this rotation is clean over to the kitchen.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned that those rotations are going to be very important, and especially because it's only 3 feet away. You got to keep that in mind. The Resent players are definitely going to be lurking as they want to maintain what was and previously their lead as Arcades gets shut down in the hill. Fraxel and the boys from EZG, Fraxel and the boys of Resent trying to maybe grab a little bit of control. Joel going to find one through stairs, so that's a great entry kill there from him as this one has just been back and forth play. Resent started off very, very well, and like you said, slowly but surely, EZG bringing this one back, and this is a pretty slow play from them. These early kills are going to be very, very important. Arcees picks up one. Can he find the second? No, runs out of ammo and decides to punch the air as he ends up cleaning him up just in the end, no matter what. But either way, that was a great play from EZG. And like I said, those early kills to, enter into a hill like middle is incredibly important, but the action just breaking off as we are within 1 point right now here, Maze.
This is by far a legendary beginning to this series, as this is going to be Kazmo gets shut down. Resent's doing such a good job of pushing out this mid-hard point, and they are now going to be trying to get those spawns through as another kill spree is trying to be continued here by Simp, but he's going to be anchoring those spawns. It's really important for him to continue to slay effectively here, and he's now picking up everything from the sky. He's got his scythe in his back pocket as well. He's going to go for the break with the RK5, does it all himself. Simp has had a fantastic game, but does get shut down, and that is EZG with another good break.
That was a great break, like you said, but Resent Joel going to remain in the hill. He ends up falling, but that's such a great play from a player like Simp, especially because when you have players like that on your team, it's nice that he can take at least 2, maybe even 3 players with him. It's such a good thing to have, and you can't really teach that style of play, but like right now, it is obviously EZG currently with the lead. Trying to maintain what was their previous lead. Resent in control as they've taken around a 10-second overall advantage. And this is going to be a big kill coming from Joel. Finds one, finds the second as well. Third player remaining. His teammate's going to do the work, and that'll be the last couple stands going over to the side of Resent. EZG have to be on that rotation over in field. Arcees ended up getting shut down, so this could be a perfect pinch actually coming out of the side of Resent. EZG have to remain in control as they are not anywhere near that next hill. One player to be watching out for is Mooney Bro, as he's going to be on that flank and absolutely needs to get in and watch over his teammates as soon as possible.
He's got his heat wave here, so it's going to have to be utilized at some point, but he's not been able to get in a position to break. He does use it, but he gets shut down. Simp has really been the MVP. This might be the closing seconds of this hard point, and it is most likely going to be official right here as Resent Gaming able to shut down EZG on the last rotation. They win it 250 to 201, and my God, was that not a close and easy victory for them. It was a close victory. Not easy though. That's what I meant to say. But you got to give them a lot of credit for fighting throughout this entire first map in the series.
Oh, without a doubt. And we saw some really good plays. I mean, EZG by no means did they roll over. I mean, they had some really good moments, but when it came down to it, I mean, EZG were getting really good seconds. They were kind of, in some ways, always on that rough end. Like, they were never really getting that much of a lead. It was the fact of, Resent being up by so many points and then EZG narrowly making it back. But that's the thing when it comes to hardpoint, is that's going to happen a lot. So whenever you're down by 20 seconds, you're not always going to have that opportunity to bring it back constantly, especially in the end. And that's kind of where EZG took a little bit of an kind of a, I could say a downfall, I guess you could say. Either way, it was a fantastic W, though, from Resent off the break, and they're going to start off here, taking the first hard point over on evac, and a great start to the guys.
Definitely a good start, as of course, this is map number 2 that's about to come up here very shortly on stream. And of course, that's going to be Search and Destroy on Redwood. You're not going to want to miss that at all, And of course, we do miss Landon's webcam, unfortunately. We'll get that sorted out for you guys. But tweet out the stream. We are just getting things started on this series, and it should be a good one. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Welcome back to week 5. This is the final matchup for this week. Of course, you are watching the Perfect Alliance Black Ops 3 League. And of course, I'm Maze, joined by Landon. And man, have we seen a fantastic first game in the series on that evac hardpoint.
We absolutely did. We saw close contention. Like I said constantly, it was always Resent who were up. EZG were constantly trying to make their way back. They had some really good pinches, but it was just in the end some really good plays out of Simp, especially was kind of leading this squad and had those streaks when it came down to the end. And Field kind of is kind of what did it. Those rotations were really, really important. Those early kills that Mooney Bro was trying to get just didn't really work out. And in the end, you know, they did push through. I believe it was Kitchen. They had 3 players kind of coming in with only 18 seconds left. And while it was good that they did that, because that kind of sealed the deal that there would at least be a final hill, it's the fact that you do only have one player to kind of do the dirty work in a sense and try to go clutch, and unfortunately just wasn't there, and Resent Selene just kind of took over.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Of course, the ban and protect phase is currently going on, but we have to give a huge shout out to all of the new followers that are there in the chat. Really appreciate each and every one of you guys here this evening. And of course, tweet out the stream because we can definitely get a giveaway going once we get to 100 viewers. So make sure you're tweeting out the stream and showing some support to these two teams. Also, got to give a huge shout out to the sponsors, Jerky XP, Honey Badger, XSplit, and of course, Team Razor and Custom Config. But right off the break in the Ban and Protect, Overkill targeted by Stumpy, and then the HCXD immediately countered by Brawlic. So you're starting to see some more targeted bans, more so for those snipers, as well as that score streak that works so effectively.
Without a doubt. And, you know, HCXD card, especially when it comes to just overall knowledge, I mean, you get to know so much. And I think it's really, really important to have at least targeted, in some ways, at least be known when it comes into this game. But obviously, the HTXT card not going to make it in. And concussions also going to be shut down as well, and also flashbang.